welcome back to Ham Radio HQ. My name is Chase, KI5IRE. I feel like it's been a really long time since the last time I actually streamed. I was gonna try streaming in 60 frames per second tonight, but I got an overload issue already, so wouldn't be my live stream though if there wasn't issues to start the night. You notice I had to do a cold open, just straight or a hard open, no ham clock, because I still haven't set my ham clock back up. There's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do now that the ham clock has changed servers. So I plan to try to do a video on that here in the next few weeks. I'm going to try to get back into doing videos and stuff here soon. I was playing a little bit on FT8 earlier today, doing some 6 meters, because 6 meters has actually been open quite a bit the last today. So hope everybody is doing great. I know I haven't been on in, gosh, it's been forever since I was last on, and hopefully my video looks a little bit better too. I actually am using a different lens. Bought some new cinema lenses for my camera, so I'm trying that out on the stream. It does not have autofocus though, so if I'm a little bit blurry, let me know and I'll fix it. But I've been doing a little bit of FT8 today. Like I said, 6 meters has been open, and I'm trying to get worked all states on 6 meters, but that has not yet happened. Well, I may not have much 6 meters left. I'm trying to only work places that I haven't worked yet. But I'm probably going to do voice here in a few minutes. So I'll try sideband here in a few minutes. It's so weird being back here though. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Yeah, it's been, gosh, I don't remember the last time I streamed. I really don't. It's been a long time, but it's good to see you. Hope you have been doing well. Yeah, I'm just going to see if there's anybody I haven't worked. I mean, well, there's a Minnesota one that I haven't worked yet. So we'll see. Oh, good. Not getting any RFI. We'll see if I can work this Minnesota station real quick. I've been trying to get Minnesota worked on 6 meters, but I have not had a lot of luck getting Minnesota. I know I've been getting in there, and I've made a couple of contacts with Minnesota stations, but I'm not getting anybody to confirm. So if you know anybody from Minnesota who is able to get on 6 meters, I am trying to work. Like I said, I'm trying to work all states. It's going to be a little bit hard to get Hawaii, though. But like I said, hopefully this lens looks a little bit better. It's got a lower aperture. Those of you who know about video know what a lower aperture means. It means better, more blurry background, and better light, low light performance. So that means I don't have to jack up my gain so much, and it doesn't look all like noisy. There we go. Oh no. I don't know what this is. Who's that? 2A1NCX. Is that a legit call sign? Scotland. No, that's not a real call sign. Well, somebody's calling me on there, but it's not a legit call sign. But if you look at my waterfall, you can see I've got a lot of noise. I gotta figure that out, because now that I haven't been on in so long, I've been on the radio, but not doing a whole lot of FT8 and stuff lately. Not as much. And then turning on all the video stuff again, I gotta find the new source of noise. I don't know if there's any. I think we're gonna go do some sideband. How's it going, Colin? It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, Axiom? Made your first HF contact today. That's awesome. Someone 4 miles away. Well, I mean, 4 miles is better than nothing. But I'm glad you're getting on the air. Probably been more active than me. But everybody's got to start somewhere. I think mine was like maybe 10 or 15 miles away, my first HF contact. And I think it was on 10 meters also, actually. But like I said, everybody's got to start somewhere. What kind of antenna are you running? When I started out on 10 meters, I was in an apartment, and I was using a homemade dipole. All right, let's see. I gotta get my serial port set back up on here. I think it's that one. Nope, not that one. Maybe. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna try 20 meters before 20 meters goes to crap for the night. $10 meters was rough today. Man, the last few times I've tried to get on 10 meters, it was not all that great. But that's just for me. That could also just be my antenna and my noise situation. Hearing 2 meter stations around 600 miles away. Holy crap. Intermittent contact with a Florida station, but very brief, couldn't get a QSO. What kind of antenna are you using, Axiom? Oh, you're using an InFed 64-1. Well, how much space do you have? Do you have enough for a 49-1? Or not a 49-1, like a... trying to think of how long mine is. Mine's like 65 feet on a 49-1. It works pretty well. It works pretty well for me. Let's see. Gotta find the bottom of my band plan. Make sure I plug the antenna back in there. We've had some storms, so I had to unplug earlier, but we've had some storms and I had to unplug everything earlier today. Make sure I'm tuned up. We got a nice soaking rain though. Luckily nothing severe. Noise situation at home is bad. Power lines, HVAC, power pole in your backyard. Going to work park tomorrow morning. See what you can get with 10 meter dipole at the lake. Well, good luck, and I hope you make some good contacts there. Let's see, what else? I feel like I'm missing something. I heard some people earlier on 20 meters, but I don't know. I haven't had much good luck on 20 meters lately on phone. I mean, my noise floor is not very good. I'm sitting at S5 right now. Sounds like there's a POTA station. Yeah, I'm sitting at like S5, S6 almost. What the heck? Cable's coming undone. Now I'm not hearing that POTA station. Whoops. Just barely can't make out his call sign. Golly, he's sitting at now in an S9. Oop, too much DNR. It's whiskey something, I think. Still sitting at S7. It's my power app. Oops. He's just barely below my noise floor, I think. I think he just said QRT. I waited a long time to get on, so might have missed everybody. I don't think I'm gonna get him. Might have to do 40 meters. I can hear. I am getting 20 meters good, but I don't know. I'm gonna try 40 meters, see if we can find anybody. There we go. There's some big signals. Where'd it go? Sounds like maybe Spanish station. Maybe. Or some kind of Slavic. Can't really hear him.
I'm listening to you in Utah?
He sounds good.
What about Utah?
Getting him good, strong.
No, I got it all muted out. Too much damn noise.
I guess I'm not the only one having noise problems tonight. I don't know, maybe the band's just got, anybody else on the air tonight? Anybody else having...
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 1, Whiskey X-Ray, Sierra, Kilo 6 Os, Philadelphia, India, 4444 Magnum.
I don't know if that's him or not.
Mm-hmm. I got the 5 and 9, you're 4 and 4, 4444 Magnum, 4 and 4, over. Good.
Oh, that's the OMS net. Yeah, I don't feel like checking into the net tonight. I enjoy that net. It's a fun net. But I'm not really in a net mood tonight. I need to get back on their net, though. I'll have to look at my OMS number again, too. It's been so long. Oh, that's another net. That's another net. Maybe on Sunday I can get on earlier. I'd like to start streaming on the weekends again, though.
YSF? Try one more time. Kilo 7 Alpha Bravo customer. Alpha Bravo Yankee. Kilo 7 Alpha Bravo Yankee. Hotel. You're a 5-4 from DC, Colorado. All right, 7-3, have a great night. YSF?
I need his call sign. I don't know if I'll be able to hear it or not.
Romeo Foxtrot X-ray again. Victor Alpha 7, Romeo Foxtrot X-ray. We've got about 5-6 coming into the park in Colorado.
Oh, it's Colorado. Hey, Joe, it's good to see you. All right, yeah, I'll look for you in the morning. What time? Kilo India 5. Crap. What the heck? Shoot. Something happened with my PTT. Oh. How's it going, Adam? Good to see you. I'm hoping I don't have to use the hand mic. Might have just had RFI get in the radio.
Alright, if you're in there, you're getting a lot of control. I'm not sure what's going on, but we're definitely not seeing on the 7.25 clearly. So I'll move on and maybe try again if we need it to. This is Whiskey Zero Echo Oscar calling to Park Romeo.
Kilo India 5 India Romeo Echo.
Kilo India 5 India Romeo Echo QSL.
QSL, QSL.
Alright, yeah, you about a 5.5 in Colorado tonight.
Copy the 5.5 in Colorado. I got you about a 5.5 here in Oklahoma City.
5.5 Oklahoma City. Hope you're enjoying it down there. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, you too. And by the way, what was your call sign one more time?
Call sign would be Whiskey Zero November Oscar. The Longmont Industry Radio Club, based in Longmont, Colorado.
Just to make sure I copy that right, Whiskey Zero Echo November Oscar QSL. Thank you very much, 73. Good luck.
73, appreciate you number running. This is
All right. Oops.
you are there. 52, Papa Alpha Papa. Hotel Sierra Station, stand by. Papa Station coming in. Roger, Roger. It's VC2, Papa America.
I know I have not done my, I have not paid my QRZ subscription, so I don't know if I'll be able to populate my information or not.
Papa America, Papa. Over.
Let's see. I forget how to add my data to it again. They kind of changed some stuff on here on RumLog. I think I'll have to use EQSL to fill in my data. Oh crap, that's not what I was trying to do.
Alright, thank you very much for the contact. You put about a 5.5 here in the Colorado.
Forget how to get my data. How's it going, Adam? Good to see you. I live in the same town as you. You're in Edmond? Oh wait, I just, oh, add QSO data, there we go.
November 0 Charlie Victor Lima, you're
there we go.
coming in here to Colorado.
Forgot how to do it.
Not too far from you in Westminster here. Oh wow, right Westminster.
Haven't been on the net for a while. Stan KI5IRE used to have a great DX.
I will try. Alright, the 9
I'll look him up here in a minute. Oh, you're in Edmond? Sweet, man. I don't get on the repeaters as much as I should. Colorado's coming in good on 40 meters. This might just be a rag chew. Yeah, I think they're just rag chewing. I used to get on the 2 meter repeater here in Edmond all the time, but I haven't been on it in quite a while. Let's see. Nope. It's on my band now, I think. Yep. Mostly on 40 meters. Well, if you find a frequency, maybe we can try to make a contact real quick. I'm sure we could, since you're like right down the road from me. What was that guy's call sign again? KI5IRE. Let's see if I can look him up real quick.
Maybe I'll be safe and I won't contract.
Well, it's not gonna let me, since I don't have QRZ right now. I don't think it's gonna let me. Let me just do this. I won't be able to show it, I don't think, because I think it's gonna open it up in a different browser.
I don't care for sushi. I'll eat it, but
maybe some other time. All right.
I don't know. I don't get no flavor out of it. Not enough flavor.
Yeah, I had to unplug mine earlier when that storm came through. Because I was not expecting it. Okay, let's see. Holy crap. I wish I could show it to you guys, but I don't want to have to reconfigure. He's got some crazy antennas, though. Actually, you know what I can do? Let's do this. I think I can do it this way.
Well, I remember the first time I got it, it looked awful pretty, but he said, "Where's the flavor?"
It's not the most ideal way to do it. Oh crap. Hang on. Okay. Now let me do that. So yeah, this is the guy's antennas. And let me fix some stuff real quick.
I just got a thing on my phone there from
there we go. Yeah, that's that guy's antennas. KI5IRE over there in Florida. Yeah, I think it was Florida. That's some crazy antennas. 80-meter Yagi that he can't fit in the photo. 1 to 80-meter Yagi at 100 feet. Looks like he's got 5 towers, I think I see in there. Yeah, no. Apparently 9 towers. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I wish I had that kind of money.
There's nothing you can do about it, you know what I mean?
I really would, yeah, that's definitely some money. Yeah, I'm gonna put that back up where I can easily do that again. I need to get the plug-in. There's a plug-in that I can get where I can use, I think Chrome or something on here, because it's, I can't like go back or anything. Like I lose all my controls when I'm trying to look stuff up on QRZ on the way that I'm trying to do it. Because if I try to share my screen on Chrome, it will cause the stream to crash.
Almost every major war was about religion. You know, right down to the
yeah, that's some money. I wish I had that kind of money. And space. One of the things, I don't have a lot of space here either. I barely even had enough room to put up the 65 foot infed.
All you have to do is read the book.
Where was the Colorado guy? He was on 252. Can't find that guy. I was trying to find that station we heard a minute ago. There was like a station that sounded like it was maybe Spanish or something. There was one that sounded like it might have been like a Spanish station or something. Five tons of 40 MPa concrete. Yeah, I don't have money for towers.
With the static prices I have going on, but we're just doing kind of a little bit of a rag through here. There's a round table. Be glad for anybody to join in. Go ahead.
Inverted V infed halfway, 25 foot mast. And the ends are 5 foot off the ground. Yeah, that probably is a good invis antenna. I was going to try an inverted V, but I don't have enough. I don't have any way to do, I could do my mast, but I don't want to leave it outside, and I don't like taking my antenna up and down. I could do it off the tree, but the top of my tree, I was kind of lucky to get what I got. The tree branches that I have it on right now keep falling off, so I'm always having to rehang the antenna. How would I explain ham radio to an iPad child? Basically, you talk into the radio and radio waves come out of the antenna. That's kind of the best iPad child description that I can think of. How's it going, Dirty Spokes? What's going on? I'm just playing on ham radio tonight.
Yes, sir. You're coming.
The screen that you're seeing over there on the left, that's the screen on my radio. So, excuse me. So, that's my radio. And what you're hearing is other people across the world, somewhere in the world, talking on it, and I'm able to key up my radio and talk to them. Oh, what is this one? So hard to hear. I should have got on during. Was that Destin? I should have got on during. What's it called? Field day weekend. The logging software I'm using is Rumlog NG. It is a Mac only software, so if you have a Mac, Rumlog will work on your Mac. I love it. Great software, honestly, the best software that I've found for Mac. Now, if you're using an iPad, I still think Polo Ham 2K is the best. Polo Ham 2K is awesome.
Look at the shape. Is it sharp or is it soft? Is it sharp or soft on your in the right?
Yeah, it's nice and it's free too. That's what I really like about it.
Sharp or soft? No, on the audio scope. No.
I wish I had a PC though.
Filter 1, filter 2, filter 3.
I need to get a PC here in the ham shack. I have a laptop, but I have a Windows laptop over here on my left, but I just use it for scanner stuff. And it's because I have it logging scanner stuff all the time, and I need to clear out some of those files because it's full of just scanner related stuff.
Kilo Germany 8 Yankee Alpha.
Kilo Germany 8 Yankee Alpha. Ohio.
Hello CQ, hello CQ, hello DX, hello DX, hello DX.
Oh, is he only...
Germany 8 Yankee Alpha.
I don't know if he's just calling DX or not. I have a lot of different scanners. Don't have any of my portables with me. I have a SDS 100. I have an SDS 100. I have a Bearcat 436. I have... Turn that down a little bit. I have a Bearcat 436. I have a Bearcat 996, a 396, and a couple unications. But the computer over here that's off the camera screen that I use for logging, I just use 2 RTL SDRs with a Unitrunker. And I just use that for logging. I don't use that as a scanner. It's just for logging, so I can kind of track what talk groups are on the systems near me and what all is encrypted or in the clear. I need to do some scanner videos. I was planning to do some scanner videos here in the future. Just kind of like getting into scanning and how to program them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, very good, Rene. Thanks so much for the call. You're sounding great, 5 and 9, 59. So yeah, mobile in France, or portable in France, I mean, doing very well. Good.
See if he's only calling DX stations.
I just got on the radio a little bit myself here on this frequency, so thank you very much for the call.
He's booming in though.
Out of a small town called Columbiana.
Where's Columbiana?
Location in France. Beautiful. Are you vacationing on business or just hanging out, or what's going on, Rene?
Looks like he's up maybe near Toledo. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Kilo.
Who the heck is Columbiana?
8 Yankee Alpha. Kilo.
Well, that's mapping him in. That's mapping him in Canada, but I don't see a county either. Probably because I don't have the paid version right now of QRZ. Now, I don't do any feeds to the internet or anything. It's just for logging. I'm kind of against the feeding to the internet. I mean, I say that, but I use the scanner stuff on the computer or on the internet all the time to replay. But and to listen to stuff back in Texas. But I don't personally feed because I also don't really have a computer that's powerful enough to host a feed either. I could probably get a cheap one, but I don't know that I do a public one. I used to host one back in Texas when I first got into scanning, and I hosted that with my What was I using? I want to say it was my 436 that I was streaming from. Because a lot of stuff at DFW, where I'm originally from, is phase 2, and my 996 XT does not do P25 phase 2. But that was before, actually, I don't know how familiar you are with the Broadcastify stuff, but that was before the days of the Broadcastify calls platform, which has honestly been a game changer for scanning over the internet. Alright, he's kind of rag-chewing. Let's move on, see if we can find something else. Surely there will be somebody else on the air.
Very well, as really good propagation, it seems like tonight. Good on the
Is this the same guy?
Degrees. Yeah, that's pretty warm for early in the morning. Yeah, we are, looks like 72 degrees is the temperature right now, and we're just a little bit.
We'll see what 7.200 is doing.
Yeah, good on the Arizona and the harbor. Sounds like a great place. And excellent. Sounds like a nice long vacation, and it sounds like you're having a good time. So that's a good thing.
I think this is the same guy, right?
Yeah, we've been pretty warm here.
I've already forgot what frequency I was on.
Wasn't too bad, but we had about 3 or 4 days in a row that we were into the 90s, and humidity was kind of high. It was pretty hot.
Yeah, he's just rag chewing. I don't know if I feel like a long-winded conversation right now. Is this? No. I see somebody talking big signal. That's a big signal. Where'd he go? Or wait, is that the OMISnet again?
How are you hearing? Well, you got them. Okay, Oren, give those numbers 3 times.
Yeah, it's the OMIS. A lot of their net control operators have big signals. And their relay stations. They got some good sounding stuff. That's one of my favorite parts about the net, is you'll hear some people with big signals. Sometimes I get a little bit embarrassed because somebody will have a big signal and then they can barely hear me. Alright, we'll listen to 7.200 for a minute, see if anybody's on there. I don't think there's going to be anybody on there. I forget, 7.200 is Maritime Mobile, right? Wait, hang on, there's a big signal over here. It's been so long, though, since I've been on the air. Most of the time I'm on, I'm doing FT8.
This is in 0 FDL.
Dang, that's a big signal. Oh, yeah, they definitely got some big power. And a lot of them are, well, not a lot of them, but several of the ones that I've talked to on that net have big towers in like Colorado or somewhere in the mountains. I think it was N0DR, right?
Anybody using 7210? This is N0 FDL.
N0 FDR. Where's he at?
Hello CQ, hello CQ, hello CQ 40 meters. CQ 40 meter phone from N0 FDL. November 0 Foxtrot, Delta Lima.
He's in Kansas. Kilo India 5 India Romeo Echo.
Kilo India 5, give it to me again.
Kilo India 5 India Romeo Echo.
Kilo India 5 India Romeo Echo. I have it right?
Yes, sir, you have it right.
There's a funny sound every time you key your microphone. It goes,
Yeah, it's something going on with my foot pedal. I don't know. I got to figure it out. There's some noise getting in there somewhere.
well, it doesn't sound like it's doing your radio any good.
No, it's weird though because it'll stop once I start talking, so I'm not sure exactly where's it get in. I'm gonna try and see if it does it if I drop the power down a little bit.
Okay. You're in Edmond, Oklahoma?
Yes, sir. Just about. I forgot where I saw you're in Kansas, so not too far from near south.
Yeah, for the last few nights I've been talking local. Been talking to Salina and someplace here in western Kansas, and then I think Independence. Band's been short. That's okay with me. I don't care where I'm talking.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had Kansas on here. I think the last time was during the Kansas QSO party.
Okay. Those QSO parties are something. They're really something. I don't know why they call it a QSO party. You don't have a QSO. They need to call it a contact party.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's definitely fun though, to be able to make some contacts on there with people that don't always get on there. You do sound great tonight, by the way. What kind of radio are you running?
I'm on an old 7610 case. One of the first ones. It's been through all the firmware updates, hardware updates. It's an old one.
Well, it sure sounds good. What are you running anything for a microphone, or are you just using the hand mic over there?
Oh, you'll laugh if I tell you the story. Originally, I'm wearing a Heil headset, and it came with a dynamic element because at the time I had a Yaesu radio that takes a dynamic element. So I bought the ICOM, takes a condenser element. So I paid $85, got their condenser element, stuck it in here. On 40 meters, there's no complaints. On 20 meters, they absolutely could not understand the word I said. Nothing. On 75 meters, guys that knew me said, "Hey, Don, yeah, we know that's you, but it sounds like you're breathing helium." What the hell? I needed something, so I had an old Baofeng speaker mic laying around here. Took it apart, took the condenser out of it, put it in his headset, and that's what I'm using, Chase.
Well, it sounds really good. That honestly, I bet it sounds better than my. I have a Rode microphone going into a mixer. That's what I'm using on a FT-710, but yours sounds really good.
I tried some of that outboard stuff, and I got, I don't know, a bunch of microphones. The outboard stuff just wasn't me. Too many wires and crap laying around here and everything. Now, years ago, I had a, what is it, IQ5 whatever thing. I don't remember. It was outboard, and it worked good for me. But the main thing I bought it for, at the time, I had an amplifier that had a real noisy fan. And this setup had a, oh, I don't remember what you call it. You could listen on your headphones and hear that fan and turn this knob until it was gone, and then nobody would hear that fan. I used that for a long time, and I ended up giving to a buddy of mine, and boy, I miss it. I went to buy another one a few years later, and damn, they were expensive, so I didn't buy another one.
Well, that sounds pretty good though. The Baofeng mic. I mean, I don't know. I probably have a lot of issues with my audio too, just from using the audio board. So every now and then I'll get tired of dealing with the audio issues and just go back to using the old hand mic and just doing things the easy way.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the hand mic. Those engineers, you know, they made that mic for that radio, and that's what they want you to use. I just can't use a hand mic. I gotta have my hands free.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's nice and easy because I can write down, I can log while I'm talking and all that. So it's pretty nice. But I only pretty much use the hand mic when I'm out doing portable.
I don't do any portable work. I just here in the house, and I don't do as much of this as I used to.
Yeah, this is actually my first time actually being on sideband in, gosh, probably 6 months or so.
No, you got to get on more often than that. Since you've got 1,179 lookups, it sounds like a bunch to me.
Yeah, a lot of that's probably because I do YouTube stuff as well. I'm actually live right now on YouTube while I'm talking to you.
Oh no, you got me on YouTube?
Yeah. My chat actually really enjoyed your story.
Well, you'll have to tell me how to get to it after we get through talking. I tell you what, I try to be careful what I say. You know, sometimes people get under my skin and I get irritated. And I used to say stuff I probably shouldn't, but I found out, man, you got to watch what you say. You never know when you're going to end up on YouTube, Chase.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Yeah, I'll send you a message on, is your email on your QRZ? I'll send you a message with a link to my channel in the live stream so you can hear how you sounded.
Okay, that'll be great. Now, the few times I've ended up on YouTube, I haven't said anything that I was ashamed of. A couple of times, somebody was trying out a new radio, and they were reviewing it. I had tuned across the band, and you know there wasn't a lot going on the band, and they ran across me and the buddy talking, and they just tuned us in, and then said blah blah whatever. Anyway, yeah. But you got to watch it. You never know.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
So what do you do for a living?
For a living, I'm actually a TV news photographer.
A news photographer?
Yes, sir, at one of the local stations here in OKC.
Well, that sounds real interesting. How do you know when there's news to go take pictures of? You follow a scanner?
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of scanners at the station, and somebody usually sends me to cover something, or a lot of the time I'm covering stories that happened that we're just following up on.
Well, how long have you been doing that?
I've been actually doing that for almost 10 years.
Oh my goodness, you've been doing it for a while. So, what do you use a digital camera?
Yeah, we're on the big shoulder mount cameras. We're on the Panasonic ones where I'm at.
Oh, the shoulder mount. You're doing video.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I do the video stuff. I've done some still photography stuff, but my primary focus is just video.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. I'm retired. I've been retired a long time. I don't do anything interesting. When I first retired, I did. Man, I built a bunch of antennas and phase coaxial dipoles and all kinds of stuff. And until I got about 72, 73, man, my wife and my doctor kept telling me, man, you got to slow down, Don. You're burning the candle on both ends. Hey, I didn't listen to them. About 72 or 73, man, I just came to a stop. I'm serious. You got to beat me to get out of the chair.
I've still got like 30 years left in my career, so I got a long ways to go. So hopefully I can hold up that long. It's definitely not an easy life being a photographer. A lot of run and gun.
Well, all I can tell you is do everything you want to do now, because when you get older, life's like a roll of toilet paper. It goes real fast. And you got to be tough to get old, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I'm only in my late 20s, and I already am feeling it. I'm definitely slowing down a lot from what I used to be at.
That'd be nice to be your age again. But I don't know if I could make all those mistakes again. I don't know if I'd live through them.
What did you do before you retired?
Oh, there's a company called Eaton Corporation. They're into everything. Hydraulics, electronics, everything. Anyway, there was a plant here in town, Eaton Hydraulics. And I started out as an assembler, and then I was a supervisor, and then I went to product. I ended up, when I retired, I was their product reliability. Can I say that again? Their product reliability department. And then they decided to move the plant to Mexico. And I said, I don't want to go to Mexico, so I took early retirement.
I feel like I've heard somebody else from another ham from up there say that they also worked at Eaton also.
More than likely I knew them because I was all over that plant. All over that plant. There for a while I didn't know anybody because back in the day they were hiring and people would work for just a very short time and they'd leave. But the ones that stuck around and stayed, I bet I know them.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but I want to say I talked to somebody, maybe it was on 40 meters, or heck, it could have been somebody at one of the ham fests too.
Yeah, hard challenge. Have you ever been to Hutchinson? Have you seen our SR-71 Blackbird or been down in our salt mine or anything like that?
No, I haven't been to any of that. I can't remember if I've been through Hutchinson. I've only been up to, only up north of Wichita a couple of times, and that was taking I-70 out to Denver.
Well, you need to put your shoulder-mounted camera on and come up here and go down in the salt mine, take the tour. That's real interesting. 650 feet below ground. Or go to our Cosmosphere. That's interesting. And like I say, they got the SR-71 Blackbird there. You can walk up to it and touch it and look at it, and that's quite impressive. If you hear the story of that thing, that's quite an airplane.
I want to say Sand Hills State Park up there just north of town is one of the parks that I was actually looking at going to do some camping from time to time and do a little portable radio out at the park. So one of these days I'll have to make it up there.
Yeah, Sand Hills State Park. You know, whenever you're close to something, you live there, you never go to the stuff that people come in to visit, and that's one of them. I know where it is. I think I went to a party out there years ago. The company had some kind of a party. But other than that, I've never been there.
Yeah, I need to get back up to Kansas. It's definitely beautiful. I went to a ham fest in Kansas City area last October, and for the first time I drove I-35 where it splits off to go to Kansas City, and I was actually really surprised to find, I don't know if you've ever been to the Bizarre Cattle Pens out there. It was really pretty.
Did you say you were on a 7610?
No, I'm on a Yaesu FT-710.
Okay, I heard the 10. We got to figure out what that noise is. It's in there when you first key up, and it's also in there a little bit when you're talking.
Yeah, I just noticed it because I can kind of hear myself. It's when I back off the mic I don't hear it as much. I wonder if it's something with my headphones interfering with it.
Well, unplug your headphones and just listen to the speaker, see if that does it. You know, things are weird. I have had situations where I would hear the RF in my headphones. You know, I could hear myself. It was wah, 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 wah. And that was, well, mainly when I had to face coaxial dipoles. I had one west of me, one east of me, and I'm sitting in the middle. I was swamping everything with RF.
Yeah, I probably need to put some more ferrite beads on my cables too. I've got like a probably 20-foot cable that goes in, so it's probably acting like an antenna.
Well, I don't know if it is RF. I'm the worst one to tell you. But if it is RF, I had a situation once where I had RF. Well, I didn't know it was RF. Everybody complained about my audio. Only if they had a real strong signal on me. They'd say the peaks of my words sounded bad. And they bugged me enough. I sent it up to someplace up northeast and I told them what the problem was. And boy, they checked it out with all their equipment. They even set another radio beside it and talked to somebody like a mile away, and he couldn't tell the difference. And they gave me a clean bill of health. There's nothing wrong with that radio. Well, everybody would complain. So I gave it to a buddy of mine here in town, and I gave him about 4 microphones. And I said, I want to hear that radio. And he hooked it up. Hell, it sounded good on all 4 microphones. So that meant there was something in my setup. And the radio on the back of it had a DC cord that was, I don't know, probably 6 foot long. I cut it off just long enough to reach the power supply, and I wrapped it through a ferrite. And I did a few other things. I don't remember what now, but it cleared up. And everybody said, hey, you're okay. But since I did more than one thing, I don't know which one fixed it.
Yeah, I think I need to get some chokes and try to start choking off the audio and stuff, and see if that fixes it. And I do hear what you're talking about. It's kind of when I kind of stop talking, it'll start buzzing a little bit.
Well, if you're streaming live right now, when we get through talking, if you go to YouTube and listen, you'll hear your audio too, won't you?
Yep, I'll hear my audio. I can hear it in my headset though too, and it's like kind of when I stop talking, it'll start buzzing a little bit. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. I got to do some digging and try to figure it out, because it's annoying to me too. I can't imagine anybody else that I'm talking to.
Yeah, it was weird when I was calling CQ and you came in there. I heard that noise, and I heard you. And a few transmissions, I hear that noise, and I hear you. Oh, hell, that's him. It sounds like, you know what a transformer sounds like when it's arcing? That's the way it sounds.
Yeah, and it also kind of makes me wonder if it's something, maybe dirty power too, because I'm not, a good friend of mine is an audio engineer, and he does ham radio stuff too, and he said before maybe it could be dirty RF as well, getting back in through the power cable.
Well, that's a bummer. I hope you get it fixed. It don't bother me, but if you're in with a group of guys, somebody's going to say, hey, fix that sucker.
Oh yeah, I get that every time I get on the nets, and then I end up having to use the hand mic.
Well, that time it wasn't so bad. Maybe if we talk, we'll wear the sucker out.
Hopefully. It's kind of going, it just goes intermittently. It's definitely a very weird issue.
Well, I hope it's something you can fix by spraying some contact cleaner or using some snap-on ferrites or rearranging some cables or replacing I hope it's something simple.
It should be. I probably just need to get a couple of chokes and stuff, or they make some XLR cable, RF things that I probably just need to buy another one of.
Yeah, go on Amazon, order some snap-on ferrites that'll snap on your stuff. What the hell, can't hurt. I don't think they're very expensive.
Yeah, I've actually got one of those filters that's not in use right now. I might try it real quick.
Tell you what, that Amazon, God, I use that a lot. There's a lot of things things I want, but hell, they're not available locally. Go to Amazon and there they are, so I order them. I think that Amazon driver, I might invite him to my Christmas party. He's here so much.
Well, no, it didn't fix it. I tried one of those RF filters on it, but it doesn't seem to have fixed it.
How about the monitor? Have you got a monitor on that you can turn on and actually hear your audio?
Yeah, that's actually how my audio is coming into my headset, and it didn't do it that time.
I'll be darned. I don't ever use that monitor. I don't think it gives the real audio that's going out over the air. I could be wrong. I've played with it, and I said, hey, I just leave it off now.
Yeah, it's just such a weird issue. Sometimes it'll be there, and sometimes it won't. But yeah, I'm going through the monitor. I have the monitor feeding back into my mixer so that the live stream can hear me. Kilo India 5 India Romeo Echo.
This is N0 FDL, November 0, $5 lawyer. Well, tell me this. If you don't have the mixer and you're not doing the live stream and you're just using the radio, is it there?
I'm not sure because I don't ever really use the radio without the foot pedal mic all the time.
Well, you're going to have to try it. You're going to have to eliminate something. Eliminate the mixer, do something different. Use the hand mic, eliminate the foot pedal. A lot of things. But you need to get to bare basics. Get to just the radio and then go from there. And if you hook something up and it comes in there, you know that was it.
Yeah, I'm going to probably try to do that in the next few weeks because it's actually way worse tonight. It does it only usually on 40 meters. And another thing I just thought of, too, is it could be that I have my antenna like right over my head, too. I'm running at 65-foot in-fed half wave, and it's right over my shack.
I've never ran an in-fed, but you know they're very popular antennas anymore. I tell you, if I'm in with a group of guys, you know, to just come in and join in the conversation, let's say 6 guys join in, I'll bet 4 of them will be on a 7300 and probably 5 or 6 of them will be on an in-fed.
Yeah, I love my in-fed. It works really well. I don't really have any room on my property for anything bigger than that, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what I'm using for an antenna. And if I hear you laughing, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I've got a Harbor Freight push-up flagpole that's only 20 foot tall. I got it in the front yard. There might be a picture on my webpage. I don't know. Anyway, I've only got like 3 radios that are 12 foot long because I got the sidewalk and the fence and the street, and I don't have room for radios. So it's classically, it's closer to a 20-meter antenna than a 40-meter antenna. The SWR is terrible on it, but I've got a Dentron 2000 manual tuner that, hell, it'll tune bed springs, I think. So I just tune it out and use it. What the heck?
I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere with something big or small. I started on a 10-meter dipole, and I would just let the tuner do all the work, and that worked for me. I was in an apartment at that time, and then I finally upgraded to a 36-foot width antenna that worked pretty good. That was what I used for probably the first, I don't know, year and a half that I did HF.
I just figure lousy antenna is better than no antenna. So, you know, when I was younger, I'd put up an antenna and I'd check. Well, back then I didn't have an analyzer, so consequently, I threw a lot of carriers on the air checking my SWR. But I would spend all day trying to get a dipole just perfect. I'd change the length of the coax, I'd change the length of the antenna or shorten it, whatever I needed. I'd spend all day. And now, like I say, I put that 20-foot antenna out there, use a tuner, and call it good.
Yeah, I use the heck out of my antenna still because my NFAD's just like it's just under length of what it needs to be to actually tune up properly.
Do you have like a radial or anything under that NFAD, for, the other half of the antenna?
I don't. It's just, I just run that thing barefoot pretty much. I don't have any radials or anything like that. I've thought about trying one, but I got to do some math and find out how long I actually need for it.
Well, when you're trying to get rid of that noise, you might consider putting at least one radial for 40 meters. Put one out there that's about 33 foot long. See if that helps. I've never used an NFAD, and to tell you the truth, everybody I know that I talk to anymore, even if they're running a big amp, they don't have any RF in the shack. But I know they used to always claim the NFADs put RF in the shack, but I don't know. I've never ran one.
Well, that's probably a good idea. I might try that. I have some spare wire laying around that I could definitely try that and see if it fixes my issue. Because, like I said, the antenna's right over my head.
Well, the nice thing about the NFAD, as I understand, is it's multi-band. My flagpole isn't multi-band. I'm not even sure it's one band, but what the heck.
I can tune about 160 meters all the way up to 6 meters on this thing with the tuner.
Oh, that'd be great. I haven't been on 160 meters for probably 4 or 5 years. It's more or less a wintertime band, noisier than hell in the summertime. So I, haven't been on there. But I used to get, I tell you what, I'm in my shop, which is next to my house. But my radios used to be at the house, and I've got a 48-foot freestanding tower over at the house. And I put an inverted L up for 160, and it ran up the tower. Well, the tower is like 4 foot from the house. It's between the driveway and the house. Anyway, I got on 160 meters with that thing with the no-end power 2501. I started talking. Oh, man. The wife's paper shredder started shredding paper. The dishwasher started washing dishes and something else. She says, "What are you doing?" So I didn't spend a lot of time on 160 meters.
When I get on 160 meters, I have a lot of noise being here in the city, so I pretty much can only do FT8 on it.
Oh my goodness! I've made one FT8 contact, and I wasn't even sure I did that. The computer did that more or less. And I thought, nah, that isn't my cup of tea. But that's the thing about ham radio. There's something for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I enjoy FT8 just kind of when I don't feel like talking on the radio. It's fun, though, to be able to see how far my antenna can actually put out a signal, though, because I've been really surprised by some of the contacts I've made.
There's something, I can't remember what it's called. It's not Whisper. I don't know what it is. You might know, but you go to CW and you send test, and your call sign. And you look at this software, and then it reports the stations that have heard you. And what I used that for when I had my coaxial dipoles that were phased, I would phase them east and phase them west. Well, I'd phase them west and send test, blah, 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 and it would report who was hearing it. Some to the east would, not so much, but to the west, quite a few. And then I'd phase it to the east and do the same thing, and there'd be a bunch more to the east report it and a few to the west. And that's how I checked my front to back.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Whisper. Whisper is it's kind of like FT8 where it's just a tone. Whisper's really good, though, to figure out propagation. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head.
I don't remember either. I forgot all about it. I was talking to somebody last night, and it came up, and I said, yeah, I've used that. I don't know. There's something for everybody. Well, hey, send me that link, and I want to go to YouTube, and I want to see what my audio sounds like. I've never heard it. You know, I've tried. There's SDRs you can go around the country, you know, and they'll hear you, and you can record yourself and play it back. And I've done that a few times. And I don't know if you hear, to me, when I play it back, it sounds like I'm real nasally. Real nasally. I don't sound like that when I'm, to me, but it does when I play it on the radio. So I want to hear myself on YouTube and see if I sound real nasally.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely send you that email when I get off of the live stream, because the live stream will still be up there on the YouTube channel.
Okay, well, if I do a search with your call on YouTube, will it find your live stream?
I believe so, or you can look up Ham Radio HQ.
Okay, let me write that down. Ham Radio HT or your call.
That's Ham Radio HQ, Henry, Quebec.
Raymond, hey, thank you very much for the conversation. Thank you for answering my CQ. And really interesting job you've got. Hope to talk to you again sometimes, Chase, but hell, it's very seldom I get to talk that close to Edmond, Oklahoma. Anyway, 7-3, and I'm going to remain in 0 FDL.
All right, well, it was great talking to you as well. It was pretty cool to get to make contact with somebody in Kansas, so like I said, I don't get to make that short of a contact very often on 40 meters, so I appreciate it and appreciate the conversation tonight. By the way, the name of the channel again is Ham Radio Hotel Quebec, Hotel Queen.
Okay, 7-3.
7-3, have a good night.
Well, that was a fun conversation. He was a super nice guy. Hopefully I'll be able to hear him again soon. I never get Kansas on the bands. It's very rare that I get Kansas. Even on FT8, I don't hear them very often, so that was fun. He was super nice. He's got a heck of a setup. The flagpole's a genius. The flagpole antenna mass is a genius idea, actually. Let's see. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to the chat too much. Yeah, he is like a storyteller. That's what I like about a lot of those older guys that get on there. That's the most interesting part of talking to a lot of them, is they're really good at telling the stories, and some of those guys need to start a channel. He'd have a good channel, honestly, I think, with his setup. He could show people how to do the mic setup that he's got and the flagpole. Juwan, congratulations on your general. Hopefully I'll hear you on the air here soon in Tulsa. All right, Colin, it was good to see you in here. 73. Have a good night. Yeah, it's definitely some kind of RF getting into the audio equipment. It doesn't really do it on the upper bands, though. Like on 20. It does it more on like 40 meters. His call was, I think it was November 0 Foxtrot Delta Lima. Up there in Hutchinson, Kansas. He had a good signal, though. Sounded a lot better than mine. I gotta get this RF issue figured out. I don't know. I played with a bunch of different stuff and couldn't really find what's causing it. I think it's something in my... I'm wondering if it's in my monitoring cable, because I've only got... let's see, I've got 6 ferrites on this part of the cable. And then over there at the mixer, I've got 2. So I might have to look and dig around here in the shack and see if I can find some extra ones. I got a box over here. Got 2 boxes of ferrites here. But I don't think I have any of the small ones right now. Probably need to order another box. Or I need to get a one of the rings. Actually, I've got one small, or I have two small ones, it looks like. And then all the other ones are just these big ones for kind of wrapping cable back on itself, which I could try that too. Oops. Hang on. I'm gonna try that real quick, see if it'll do anything wrapping it back on itself. But might do it 2 or 3 times. Let's do it 3 times. See how that works. Hopefully that'll fix it. But I've got so many of these big ones, I could probably just wrap all my cables up here. On every cable that connects to the radio. You know, I don't know if I did my power cable. Don't know if I did the power cable. I'm gonna look at the back of the radio real quick. Alright. Well, I tried that. I'm gonna add another ferrite to the foot pedal. See if that fixes it. I've got 2 on it at the pedal. I don't think this one's gonna fit. Yeah, that's not gonna fit. But I can do what I just did on the other one. Do what I just did on that other one real quick and see if that fixes it. Might put one of those smaller ones on the, if it'll fit. Alright. Wrap that one now. It's weird because it's like right when if I get close, if I kind of back up, if I kind of back off of the microphone, sometimes it doesn't do it. So it does make me think it's possibly RFI getting into the headset maybe too. Crap. Try this and see if this fixes it. Do I have any? I think I've got one on top of the headset. Hang on. Try another one here on the headset. Or maybe 2 if I have room. Or if these fit. I'll try 4 because this will fit. Maybe it'll fit. I also wonder because there's a little bit of exposed cable, not like bare wire, but it's small, very thin cables. Yeah, that one won't fit. There's these small, thin, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but these small, thin cables, and I'm wondering if it's getting in there too. Makes me wonder if I need another headset. See if we can find somebody to see if I just fix the issue or not. That might have fixed it. Find a clear frequency, maybe I can just key up. Still doing it. It's not as bad though. So I wonder if I just need another one. I don't know. I probably just need to go through everything and choke a bunch of stuff off. It's not as bad though. Maybe I also need to put a, I don't think I have any ferrites on my power strip. But Greg did tell me he thought maybe it could have also been, I think it's the same issue that we were talking about. He was telling me about it could be dirty power possibly getting into the mixer. So that's what, if it's the same issue, I don't remember. Because there's been several noise issues that Greg's tried to help me solve in the past few years. I'll have to link back up with him again and see if we can have a band opening to where I can try to get the issue resolved. It's frustrating though. I hate dealing with the noise issues. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I could try to put ferrites on. Maybe I need to, I don't think I daisy chained the cable. Maybe I need to put it, I have another XLR that goes onto a transformer too. That could be getting noise. I put so many RF filters on stuff though too.
Probably a lot of
I wonder if I put any ferrites on my power supply.
So the only thing I can think of, you can
I can't think if I did or not.
the infrared sticks, and if you walk inside the perimeter, it'll create a silhouette. Now, so that's the only thing I can think of, you know, with what you got there because of.
with a manual tuner
He sounds good.
for a year and didn't have a bit of problems with it. And all of a sudden for Christmas this year, in November, I decided to buy a Palstar Auto.
I was hoping to find some DX, but I don't know if I'm going to find any DX on. I might go back up to 20. What's that? I'm not hearing him now. What? It's not the guy I was just talking about. Yeah. He was set at 210. I think we'll try. I think we'll try 20 meters. Let's see if 20 meters works. Just sold your 20 or 7300, hoping to upgrade soon. What did you sell to get? What are you trying to get, Drew? You getting the Mark II? I can hear people in the noise. I'd have to turn my preamp on. Actually, I might not need it. I'll just turn down. I can just barely see stuff. They sound pretty good. Possibly the FTX1 or the Mark II. Haven't decided yet.
We got to know through the years.
I don't know. I've been thinking about getting the FTX1, but I don't know. I still really like my X6100. For all of its flaws, it's still a fun radio. And I don't do as much portable as I'd like to. I'd like to get it, but I've also thought about getting one to mount in my car. And but there's a lot of jerry-rigging I think you have to do to get the ATOS to work with it. So I don't know. I don't remember if it has the ATOS built in, like the ATOS settings built into it. I don't know. I haven't really had any hands-on time with the FTX1 other than a couple of times using Jeremy's radio.
Pretty crazy over there. And, actually, even in Raymore, they do over here too. I'm kind of surprised that it's allowed over here, but it is. I spent. Well, I came back here from Iowa. I lived in Cedar Rapids until 2019, and Iowa, there were no fireworks. The fireworks weren't really allowed in Iowa until just recently. So, it's a big wake up, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people. Well, not a lot. I've seen several people sell their FTX1. I don't know if it's overrated or what. It's hard to make a decision on.
Foxtrot 0 Delta Oscar. And make sure I got yours right here. Yours is Kilo.
See if they call CQ.
0 Bravo
See, sounds good.
Oscar Whiskey. Is that correct? Yeah, have a good night.
I guess he was getting off. Both of them had a big signal, though. Let's see if there's any. See if there's any POTA stations. They're probably all on FT8 though. Let's see. Let's see if anybody in the continental United States is on POTA. And not FT8. Yeah, I'm on all mode. Looks like it might all be FT8. 14300 maybe. Might be New Zealand. Leave it on there and see if I can hear him. Maybe 265. In Idaho. Operating for the weekend. I don't hear him though. Looks like most people are all on FT8 that are doing POTA right now. I don't know. I really like the Yaesu interface on the newer Yaesus. I'm pretty happy with the one on the 710. The menus on the 891 are awful. I've never liked the menus on my 891. It's just too much stuff. But and that's kind of why that radio lives in my Go box now. I mean, even the X6100 being a Chinese radio it's still a really good user interface, I think. What was I about to do? DX. Turn on the DX cluster. If I can find it. Where's my DX cluster? Oh, I gotta open up the terminal. I wish there was a why is Keel not on there? Why is my Keel not connecting? Disconnected. Cannot connect. Guess it's not going to let me connect to the Keel server. Have to find out if... I wonder if there's an update that I need to do. I thought I updated though. Let's see. That's guy's portable. There's a Jordanian station on 20 meters. Wait. But I'm too noisy, I think, to hear him. But there's a station somewhere, Kilo 5 station, that was hearing him, that spotted him. Don't know if he made a contact or not. 10 meters is going to be dead. What was he on? Oh. Whoops. He's on ready. I don't really want to do ready tonight. Let's see. 14 to 10. What the heck? Yeah, I'm not hearing a lot. Oh, wait. I kept hearing him. Just barely below my noise floor. Oh, wait. Dan's kind of going up and down, I think. Damn. Just barely below my noise floor. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that one out, unfortunately. So close. I could hear him kind of halfway giving that other guy's call sign back to him, but unfortunately, not in the cards. I'm not hearing a lot of the X tonight. I want to say, well, that's a guy from like California. Let's see. I don't know. That's just. Let's see. Where is he at? Palmdale, California. So near San Francisco, and it's. I don't know if the. I don't know if the band's just not very good or what. Let's go. I was hoping to get that station though. I was hoping to work at least a couple of DX stations tonight. That's not happening. All right. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of FT8 for a little bit. Yeah, that is part of why I was also looking at the FTX one. I would also like to be able to do some sideband on phone, or sideband on 2 meters and 2 meters and 440. Is that gonna work now? There we go. That's a big reason why I wanted one. I gotta make sure that my FT8 noises aren't coming through. Doesn't look like it is. Let me know if y'all are hearing the FT8 noise. I don't think you should be. Doesn't look like it is coming through, but let me know. Why am I not getting... Why am I not getting audio into wsjt-x? It's frozen for y'all too. I'm gonna have to reset it, I think. Because apparently the new... Oh, I hit the wrong one. Apparently the new version of OBS does not remember stuff after you close it. That's good to know. I gotta figure out why wsjt-x is not hearing anything. Is it maybe on that one? Nope. That is weird. I don't have that turned down. Could that be? Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Something is going on and I don't have an audio input. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet it's because this is using it. No, that wouldn't be it. Yeah, I'm wondering if my sound device I'm wondering if it's being used by... No, it's not being used by this. Because I know I've got sound coming from the radio. It's just not inputting for some reason. Oh, wait. Could that be it? Could that be it? There we go. Somehow the sound device got changed. And I need to fix grid tracker too. Yeah, everything, like I said, has changed on OBS since the last time that I streamed. So that makes everything hard to... Makes everything a little bit hard to get working. I also don't know why my dimensions for my stuff have changed. Also, why is my grid tracker not? Oh, I know why that is. That is because I opened that before I had rumlog close. And that's probably the same reason with my sound device issue too. Because rumlog is still trying to use that port. This is why I need 2 computers. One of these days, I will buy a second computer. Now, why is that not showing up? I do see Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey is on right now. All right, I'm on 40 meter FT8, so if anybody wants to make a contact, let's do it. Y'all are gonna lose me for a second here. Oh, wrong thing. I gotta get my screen. There we go. One of my radio screens so you guys could see it. Getting a little bit of buzzing in my headset. Gonna see if I can get into Europe right now. Doesn't look like my PSK is being spotted there though. I'm going as far west as Hawaii and Alaska, and as far east as Maine. That's about it right now. So I don't think I'm getting beyond the United States right now. Propagation's probably not that good for me. Or my antenna's not that good too. That's also a very real possibility. But PSK is not showing me getting beyond almost the United States. here so you can actually, well, looks like my grid tracker screen locked up again. I'll just turn off that one. I'll turn my camera off for a second so you guys can see. Oh, well, now it's showing Europe, so we'll see. Now it's showing Europe. I'll move this up a little bit so you guys can see my map. I'm gonna stop calling him because I don't think he's gonna hear me. So it looks like we're getting into Europe and maybe Africa. And then maybe as far west as Australia. So we'll see. We will see what all we can find. Oh, wait. No. Now he heard me. He heard me minus 20, so that's pretty low. And I'm maxed out on power. See if you can bully your 20 meter NFET half wave into 40 meter contact. We'll see if I'm still on in an hour. I don't know that I will be. It's already 12 o'clock and I gotta work tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna make that contact, but I do. Oh wait, no, I made the contact. Sweet. I don't think I had whales. Don't think I had whales yet. I think that's a new country for me on 40 meter FT8. I may be on tomorrow morning before I go to work. I'm not sure yet. But I think Sunday I'll probably stream again on Sunday. Probably stream on Sunday. As long as there's no storms that keep me from streaming or playing radio. That's the big thing is there going to be storms because we've been having storms like every day. Well, that's cool though. I got whales. Let's see what else I can get. I don't see any that I don't have. I don't see anything that I don't have. Try whiskey, one alpha whiskey though. ARRL. Oh crap, I didn't even set my spot on the waterfall. Whoops, sorry. I'm being a lid right now. I'm going full lid. Sweet, I got him. W1AW. I probably need to lower my camera too, because I just noticed like when my hat droops down, y'all can't even see my face. I've got DMR over here in my ear now. I'm worldwide, but I don't know that I want to get on worldwide tonight. Don't know that I feel like getting on worldwide tonight. Come on, transmit. Why is it not transmitting? Why the heck? I was trying to... There we go. There we go. It was being all weird there for a second. Is he hearing me? What did... Oh. Do I already have Peru? I think I have Peru, yeah. I do have Peru. I guess I could go for grid squares too. Let's see. Try Portugal. See how good our propagation is into Europe. Why is it not actually sending any audio? I think my Europe window might be getting smaller because they're starting to get a little bit more spread out time-wise. Is there any good de-expeditions going on right now too? I haven't even been looking at the de-expedition calendar. I'm not seeing Portugal anymore. Try this French station. See if we can get the French station. I am making it into France according to PSK reporter. Where in Texas is he in? K5 Whiskey. Bracketville. I don't know where that is. Oh, now that Portuguese station's calling me back. So I am making the trip. I'm making the trip. They're just fun, it sounds like. But he has stopped calling me. So I think he gave up on me. Oh, wait. That's probably why, because my noise filter was on. That will help a lot. That should help. I'll probably have like a lot more stations now. Not probably a lot more, but probably a few more than we were hearing. Did I don't know if I don't think I worked him yet, did I? No. Where's this guy at? Oklahoma. Stillwater, that's just right up the road from me. Try this Ireland station. See if I'm making it into Ireland. TM00 TFR. What special event is that in France? Réseau des émetteurs français REF. I don't know what that means. I don't speak French. I speak some Spanish, but I don't speak French. They're not close enough for me to understand it. I don't think he's seeing me either. I'm hearing him at -11 though. Might go try some 20 meters before I jump off of here. Whoa, what is this? 0000. I've never seen that. Never seen 00. Anybody ever seen 00? Belgium? I've never seen that one before. Oscar 0 Oscar. It's an interesting call sign. Never seen that one before. That's new. He's clearly not hearing me anymore, so. Yeah, I don't see anything new other than new grid squares, and I'm not crazy about grid squares. I'm not a crazy grid square hunter unless I'm doing satellite. Try some 20 meters here for a few minutes. Why does that look so low on my waterfall? "20 meters is, wait. That's why. It is noisy though too. Japan. I've already worked that grid square though. Try this Canadian station. What? Dang it. Only got like 2 seconds of that transmission. Hopefully it's not going to start buzzing in the heads in the mix. It's buzzing in my headset when I transmit on 20. And it looks like it is. Just not as bad as it could be. Could be way worse. Could try. Can y'all still hear me? Nope. Definitely think that buzzing is coming from my... That means I need to put more shielding on my microphone cables, apparently. Yeah, because it's in my microphone when I transmit. I need to look and see if I can find like a noise gate. I'll have to do some digging and see if I can put a gate on here. Because I thought I did have a gate on there. Actually, I can do one right here. Which is I don't want. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Why is it not applying? It's not applying my noise gate. It's weird. Oops. Haven't even been paying attention. Well, we're getting into Europe and Australia on 20 meters. I don't know. But, oh wait. Oh, I've already worked all those. All right, but it is now 12:30 here in Oklahoma, so I think I'm gonna call it a night because, like I said, I gotta work tomorrow. I got lucky this week and have to work the weekend to fill in for somebody, so it happens. But so I won't be live tomorrow night, but I may be live. I may be live tomorrow morning if I get up in time, if I wake up early enough. I do plan to be on Sunday more than likely, either sometime during the day or in the evening. We'll just have to see about a Sunday. That's a lot of noise there. So yeah, I plan to be on Sunday for sure. Yeah. Trying to think of anything else. Crap, the Japan station just started calling. It's DX. Oh well. But yeah, so I plan to be on Sunday. If not, then I don't know when I'll be on live. I don't know when I'll be live again. But we'll see. It looks like though I'm gonna try to be on Sunday, and then again maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm thinking about going to doing a POTA maybe before I go to work. So I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Yeah, for sure. Hope to catch you on here soon as well. Hopefully we'll get to make that contact. Hopefully we can find a time to make that contact happen. And then Joe, I will be looking for you in the morning if I'm able to get up in time. So hopefully I'll be able to catch you while you're at the park tomorrow. I'm guessing probably Cedar Hill, if you're still in here. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. It doesn't look like I missed anything. I think I got everybody's chat. But thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I play radio tonight and just enjoying the evening. And like I said, it's good to be back on here. I haven't been on here in several months. I'm hoping to get more active on the channel again and hopefully start getting some content pumped out here in the very near future. So be on the lookout for that. I'll try to make some community posts and stuff and let you guys know what I'm putting together when I start putting some stuff together. So, but yeah, appreciate all you guys hanging out with me tonight. There is no ham clock tonight because I need to get that reconfigured. So I'll try to get that fixed before the next time I go live. So thank you guys all again for watching. Everybody have a good night, and I will see you next time here on Ham Radio HQ. And since I don't have a ham clock, I'm going to send you guys to the test pattern. Have a good night. Later.